Hi there, saxophones. In this video, we're going to get onto page 3, which reviews our notes some more, and also we're going to start seeing notes skipping around a lot more. So it's going to be a different pattern, some different patterns for us to work on. At the top of page 3, you have the 5 notes, but they're mixed up in a different order, and your fingerings aren't written in for you. Take a moment to pause the video and see if you can figure out which notes are which and where to put your fingers for each of that. I'll show you the answers in just a sec. So hopefully you've filled that out on your own. This is what you should have written at the top of your page. So this first note here, this is D. Notice this is a different order. We're not starting on G or B like some of the other pages. Here we started on the note D. D is with your thumb and all your fingers. Then we went to the note C, which is just your middle finger. Then we went to the note B, which is your pointer finger. Then we went to the note A, which is your first 2 fingers. Then we went to the note G, which is 3 fingers. Let's try playing those notes together. Make sure we're getting those notes, those sounds correct. Okay, so my neck strap is adjusted so that the saxophone is coming right to my mouth. I have it tight enough, and that way it's not putting extra pressure on the bottom lip. My bottom lip is flat, teeth are on the top of the mouthpiece. D is all the fingers, including this thumb in the back. All the fingers on the top, all the fingers on the bottom. My right hand thumb is right under the loop right there. So here's D, it sounds like this. Play that with me. Then our next note is going to be C. C is just our middle finger here. Okay, C sounds like this. Turn this just a little bit towards me. Okay, C is our middle finger. I'm trying to show you here. Here's C. Make sure your sound matches mine. Then we're going to put down our pointer finger for B, match my sound. One more time on B. Then A with 2 fingers. One more time on A. And then the last one is G, 3 fingers. Now the next line we have our tonal patterns, and I want you again on your own to see if you can fill those out, and I'll show you the answers in just a sec. These tonal patterns skip around, so it's a little bit different than the other tonal patterns we've looked at on page 1 and page 2. So if you haven't paused it yet, pause it and fill it out as best as you can. Here's the answers that you should have come up with here. Okay, so in this first measure, notice that we go from D and we skip down to B. Then we go to C and we skip down to A. Then we go to G. So you should have D, B, C, A, G. Next we go G, A, B, C, D. That's pretty familiar. But on this one, again, we're skipping. G, skip to B, skip to D. So notice how the notes skip, the dots skip here. This one we're going in sequence again, but only for 4 notes, G, A, B, C. But here we're going to skip from C down to G, back up to C. Okay, so those are the notes that we should have. Let's go ahead and play those notes together. Okay, so say the notes for me and point to them in your music again while we do 63. So point to them and say D, B, C, A, G. Try that again, point and say D, B, C, A, G. Now, let's move our fingers and go D, B, C, A, G. And you need to feel, what does it feel like to go from D, all those fingers, to B with the 1 finger? D, B. And then from B to go to C, B to C, we're going to flip the finger, and then go to A, put down the finger, and then G. So say that with me. D, B, C, A, G. Sounds like this. Take a listen. Play that with me. Ready? Go. It's different, huh? Try it again. Ready? Go. And one more time. Ready? Go. that's a pattern that's going to really take some practice. It's a little different. The next one should be pretty easy. G, A, B, C, D. Say that, move your fingers. G, A, B, C, D. Let's play it together. Ready? And. So hopefully that pattern you have by now. Try it again. Ready? And. So we've done that one before. The next one is G to B to D. So we're going to skip G, B, D, and feel those movements. G, now B, so lift up 2 fingers, and then D, put down a bunch of fingers. G, B, D. Try it with me. Ready? And. Try it again. And. One more time. Ready? And. Now, the next measure, we only have 4 notes. G, A, B, C. That should be pretty easy. Let's do that together. Ready? And. Okay, so hopefully you're pretty good at that. 67, C down to G, back to C. So let's figure out what that feels like. So C, again, is just our middle finger. Then we're going to go down to G, so we'll have all 3 fingers. Then we're going to go back to C. C, G, C. Play it with me. Ready? And. Try it again. Go. So that's how those notes would be played, those tonal patterns there. So I hope that helps you get those notes and tonal patterns on page 3. Those will get you ready for the songs that we're going to play on page 3. Okay?